Alright, lads, what do we have here? Of course, we have, the glorious, my U3DS XL, or LL, in this case, Japanese, obviously. But we haven't made a video of this in a while. Well, there's a reason for that, actually. Because, what ended up happening was, I went to do some shit, and then it kind of broke the NAND that's on the motherboard. So then I had to get to one place to see if we could get fixed. I had to go to another place to see if we could get fixed. Because frankly, I paid quite a bit on this, and I was not gonna go and, get it flipping for it to stay broken and then buy another one. No, I was definitely not happening. The reason why I have the new 3DS XL is because it is the best version to get. Firstly, I do play my Game Boy Advance, okay? I play a lot of that, actually. It's one of the main stuff that I've been playing. I have like bro, this right here, it could be probably like the entire library. I would say this is the entire library of what do you call it, of the 3DS. Probably minus like a few games, but yes, but we have all the Monster Hunters. We have like a ton of Mario. We have all the Lego games here as well. Now, I can't tell you how to get it, obviously, if you do have a 3DS. There's some like other stuff that I got from the Universal Updater. Actually, I have a problem with this 3DS. So pretty much every time I go to use the internet, like you can see right now, it's not grayed out, right? Which is cool. The problem is, most times I'm sitting here, which is currently in my room. The internet is always grayed out. Which obviously I would have to sit in the room next to me, which is where the Wi-Fi box is, for me to actually use the internet on the 3DS. Because there is some stuff like PKSM that needs to use the internet in order to open it. Okay. So yeah, I have generally I've played like a few of these, right? What have I played? So if we go to, where is it? Activity log, right? I've played like a ton of these. I think the most that I've played was The Adventures of Tintin. That is a good game. New titles have been added. But I think the only thing that I can't actually use is the Pretendo network. So for some reason it's active, but then it doesn't want to use, doesn't allow me to sign in on the Pretendo network. I don't know what reason that is. I mean, to be fair, not like I'm gonna be playing anything big. I will be upgrading. Actually, I will be upgrading the battery for this. And so the battery for this will be upgraded, obviously. I think the only thing I hate about this is that every time I have to take out, that I want to take out the SD card, I pretty much have to take out the back of this, so which would be this here, take out these two screws, take this out, and that's where the SD card would be. Kind of annoying. However, what I do also like is the new added bumpers, even though not many games use them. Most of the games are just going to use the R and L, and that's really it. I think one of the main things I also don't like is, why is the game cart on the bottom for? Who did this? Is what I would like to know. Who in Nintendo's right mind said, "Oh yeah, let us just put the game cart bit on the bottom"? Makes no sense because it's always been up here. But hey, it's there, right? I will be getting a case for this. plus upgraded battery. There's a headphone jacks there, power button there, which is kind of hard to press in a way sometimes. With the case on, there's also the added what's that thing called? The added pen for it is what I would call it. But you know, this is, bro. I have nothing bad to say about the 3DS because here's the thing, right? The 3DS is probably, in my opinion, one of the best handhelds that was ever released. Simply because you could just get one now and you could just play offline. Like if you ever going outside, you just whip it on and that's it. Um, you know, it's not like it's a bad thing, right? Obviously the 3DS now is what, like 15, 20 years older, I would think, in its lifespan. So it's getting pretty old, right? You can see like a few like paint coming off of this as well. There's quite a bit here as well. This side as well. Don't know if you can see that right over there. One right over here. This is where it's the most. I think all of this side, on the side as well, here. But mostly here is where it's the most coming off. But as you can see, I have a LL edition. This is a Japanese model, of course. Why? Well, frankly, because the LL, the Japanese versions for these 3DSs, they cost a lot less than what a new 3DS XL would cost, but they're basically the same thing. They're just as moddable, all that good stuff. I think the games that I've been playing the most, like I said, would be Pokemon. I haven't really touched as of yet. Oh yeah, I need to get the Pokemon Moon and stuff done. Yeah, I do. I forgot about that actually. I need to get that at some point. At some point, maybe like today or tomorrow. So I need to get that. Plus, I've been playing like mostly Mario Tennis Open. One of the best tennis games on the 3DS, of course. What else have I been playing? I've been playing some Sonic Generations quite a bit as well, actually. Personally, I was never one for Sonic Generations on the 3DS, but hey, it's there. What else have I been playing? So look here. I've also been playing a few like Adventure of Tintin, like I said. What was the other game? There was that. It was I think it was New Super Mario Bros. As well. If I can find that. I've been playing some Resistant Evil as well on this. The thing Resistant Evil on this is very interesting. I've Resistant Evil the Mercenaries. Like these are very interesting games, and I haven't really played them. I've also played a bit of Monster Hunter Ultimate. I need to play through the Ace Attorney games as well. Yeah, so yeah, I have the new Super Mario Bros. 2. I am actually thinking of getting the newer Super Mario Bros. But yeah, we have Metroid Prime. It's funny, on the 3DS I never actually got to play these, so this for me will be a first. I played a bit of this as well, actually. I have played a bit of Superstars, a very nice game. I haven't played this yet. I haven't played this yet. I haven't got around to play this yet either. Like majority of the Mario games I haven't played. What was the Lego? I haven't launched any of the Lego games yet, actually. I need to play through The Legend of Zelda. Also need to play through those as well. What else have I played? What's the other game? It was the Resistant Evil Revelations as well. Although the only issue I have with that game is in Japanese. I don't know why it's in Japanese for. I have no clue. But I have like pretty much like 195 gigs worth of games. Man, you know, speaking of Ben 10 Omniverse, I actually don't like these games. Not because of the way the games were made on the 3DS, more specifically, just Ben 10 Omniverse was just bad. It was just bad. I don't know. I actually haven't played this yet. I'm definitely gonna play this for sure. It's Eternity. There's the Animal Crossings as well. There's the Spider-Man games. There's the Angry Birds. Of course, Adventure of Tintin, which I've been playing. Probably this is like, in terms of games, I do definitely like it. We have the Adventure Time as well. We have these actually. Funny speaking, this is a ROM hack of Omega Ruby. Probably one of the best games out there as well. Of course, here we have Monster Hunter Ultimate. We have Zona. Is it pronounced Zona Blue? I don't even know. I don't even know how the fuck to pronounce this game because, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's called Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. We have that as well. Of course, we have the Hate Shop. Let's not talk about that though. Yeah. We have the Trilogy for Ace Attorney. We have Bravely Default. We have Donkey Kong Returns. We have, of course, just Evil Revelations. And then we have Twilight Menu for the DS games, which I will show you guys in a minute. We have the RGB Pack 2, which is for this icon, but I haven't got around to getting it work yet. Magic Draw. We have, of course, PKSM, which basically what I do with this is you could just edit like your starters and your bag and your Pokemon box and stuff like that. The Pokemon box, I don't really play around with too much. I just prefer catching them that way. I more play around with my starters. Just to have like the most OPS team in the game, and yeah. We have, of course, the MGBA emulator because the new 3DS has a bit more processing power on the CPU for the Game Boy Advance emulators on here. It was more made for the SNES emulators, but I use it for the Game Boy Advance. We have, yes, Discord on the 3DS. We also have YouTube on the 3DS. We have Nimbus, which is a Nintendo account manager. We have the DS4 or launcher. And we have the Luma Locate. Also, I'm going to show you what's in here as well. This, I only use this for the DS games. I have a 256 gig SD card in here because I know for a fact 128 gigs is not even close to cutting it. But yeah. Give it a second for it to load. So I mainly use this for, like I said, the DS games. I don't really use this for the Game Boy Advance. As good as it may be, I use the MGBA emulator for the ROM hacks that I have. Because the problem being Twilight Menu simply does not play some of the Pokemon ROM hacks that I have for the GBA very well. Let's go along. English, yeah, that's fine. Europe. But yeah, this is this DS. You can also change the feel for this as well. I do know that there's a way to change the feel for this, if I remember correctly, if it's not already changed. Cheats, we need to the ROM section, which would be right over here. There's DSi, NDS. So I have all the saves for this here. We have Protector of Earth. You know, this game right here was the best Sonic game made apart from Alien Force Ultimate Destruction. Okay, that was the best game, but this, aside from that, was the best game ever made in terms of Ben 10. But yeah, this is the DS, as you guys can see. I do have like some NDS ROM hacks, and I'm gonna be honest, the DS ROM hacks, they work far better than the DS ROM hacks. But realistically, you know what's funny actually? I actually have, don't mind the why is there, a DSi XL that is surprisingly still on and working. Wait a minute, are they the same size? Well, I'm gonna be honest, that's not too surprising because they're both. This is a DSi XL and this is a new 3DS LL, but XL don't really. It doesn't really matter how you pronounce it. Yeah, as you can see, there's a 3DS menu on the Twilight, but yeah, they're about the same size. I use this. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. The battery on the DSi I was surprised because I did not think the battery for this was gonna last that long. But I did pass all the saves from here to here. Because I'm gonna use this instead of using this, and whatever I do with this is gonna be I actually don't know what I'm gonna do with this right here, but yeah, that is an option. Also, just turn it off as well. Actually, the hinge on this, it only like clicks in once compared to the hinge on this, it clicks in like 3-4 times when you're closing it. Yeah, don't mind those wires there. Let's not talk about that. We have like I said, some stuff here, and that's not all the games. There's still more. That's why. I probably here right now. I probably have like the whole, not the whole list of the, not like the whole DS library, but most of it. Okay, so this right here, newer Super Mario Bros. For the DS, is a ROM hack of of this game right here. The newer Super Mario Bros. DS, there's like a few versions of it. So you have the Wii version of this ROM hack. I think there's a 3DS version of the ROM hack as well. Plus there's the DS version. Of course, Ninja Gaiden. We have the Ace Attorney games. We have so this game right here, I'll tell you what this is. This is Pokemon called Renegade Platinum, I think is how you pronounce it, if I'm not wrong. But I could be. So this game, it lets the Pokemon follow you. Plus, there's like a whole list of changes on there as well. You have Heart Gold, you have like Platinum, you have. I have a lot of Pokemon games, to be honest. Of course, we have Prince of Persia: The Fallen Kingdom. We have the Professor Layton games. Resident Evil: Deadly Silence for the DS. Refactory Pokemon Silver, Yellow. The Simpsons. But yeah, we have like a whole ton of I mean, the library on this is quite well, but this is pretty much a follow video for that. Because when I got it back, I had to re-mod it. The problem was, on the first time when I actually modded it, the first time that I got this and I tried to mod it, it took me like 2 hours. Then the second time I tried to mod it, it took me like 5 minutes. So yeah, that was that. This is basically a follow-up to that video. I'll see if I make a stream for this. I'll have to see. You see right there? It's grayed out. That's the issue that I have right there with the internet on this. I don't know what the reason is. Could be like a bad Wi-Fi chip or something. I have no idea what the reason is. But usually, I'd have to go in that room. Oh, just come back on. Pretty much have to go to the room next to me, which is where the internet box is, which is also where the living room is. And use the internet. Sit on that sofa and use the flipping internet right next to the internet box, which is kind of annoying, but yeah.